When you woke up this morning, what did you take for granted? A warm bed? Soft carpet? A long, hot shower? Breakfast? For some, this is not a reality, but a fantasy. Instead, money doesn't come easy. Neither does food. They live each day not with hope, but despair. For them, this is survival. For them, this is just life in Nicaragua. This is the story of 5 girls. 5 girls who in the midst of hopelessness found hope. Mei-Ling, Jenny, Anayeli and her sister Michelle, and Reina. They live in a casita, a small house in the middle of Managua, Nicaragua. There, they are cared for by Maria Isabel, the house mother, her niece Valeska, and her son Daniel. Here, a warm bed is a reality. So is a warm meal, clean clothes, even school. The house is known as Casa CRI. While they were missionaries in Nicaragua, Gary and Trish Cook began to notice a need. Many children, especially young girls, were being abandoned with no place to go and no one to turn to.
It's almost indescribable. It's hard to describe the condition the children were in. They were very needy medically. They were very malnourished. They were very thin and, of course, very dirty. But that just is part of living on the street.
Maria Isabel worked alongside Gary and Trish and knew all too well about the issues of abandonment in her own country. Extreme poverty and prostitution are the 2 main contributors to this problem, and unfortunately, those problems aren't going away anytime soon. Knowing something had to be done, the 3 began to form Compassion, Restoration, and Inspiration Ministries, or CRI Ministries for short. Soon, there would be a safe place for children to go when all hope seems lost. Things are looking up for the girls who live here now. No longer do they have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, or where they will sleep at night. But not so long ago, things were very different for these 5.
Mei-Ling is 6 years old when we got her, and she was living in a brothel. Her grandmother, mother, and great-grandmother also all live in the brothel together. They own it. She was taught to go into the bedrooms of the prostitutes and steal the money out of the men's pockets while they were with the women. She had nothing. She had no clothes, no shoes. She had never eaten any food except for really sugared coffee, sweet coffee, and bread. She slept sometimes in a cemetery nearby because she knew with her sister that the men would not come in there at night, so she stayed out there at night a lot of times, sometimes all night, sometimes until she could go home and knew she'd be safe. And then there's Jenny. Jenny just turned 7 years old. Her mother basically didn't want her children. She has 2 other siblings, and the mom says, if you don't take them, we're going to give them away. It doesn't matter. We don't know where her mother is. She's left her. We have no idea, so she's been abandoned completely. Nayeli is 7 years old. She is the sister to Michelle. Nayeli and Michelle lived with their grandmother. They have no parents. They've been abandoned by their biological parents, so they lived with a grandmother, and she daily beat them with a water hose. Reina's 11 years old. The only person that she lived with was her grandfather, which was abusing her. The situation was extreme poverty. She came to the house with nothing. She had no shoes, no anything. She's a very intelligent little girl. She's learning quickly. But all the girls basically have come out of an extreme poverty situation and abandonment and prostitution. They're results of prostitution.
To care for the children at Casa CRI takes more than what the cooks or Maria Isabella can provide. Much more, in fact.
I love you, Mas.
Thanks to the generosity of others, the girls have clean clothes, nice shoes, and of course the means to pay for the house and the utility bills that go with it. Casa CRI is not backed financially by any organization and relies solely on faith that the money needed to operate the home and care for the children will come through the support of everyday people like you. While some support the ministry through prayer and others give of themselves financially, some even decide to go there themselves to see firsthand what the need is and how they can help meet that need. Recently, enough money was contributed that would place all 5 girls in school for the year. Before this, none of the girls had ever been to school. This group of contributors went to see firsthand how the girls were adjusting and to see what else might be done while they were there.
This is Maylene and Jenny's classroom, and this is their teacher, the professora.
Hola. This school, it's not private and it's not public. It's in between because they know that the majority of the people here cannot afford to send their kids to school. So they have a convenient with the education department here in Nicaragua that they help this school subsidize the school here. So here they have one concept here, one rule that says that although the kids are poor, but they are worth something.
While there, the group was able to meet another important need, providing the home with a sufficient water supply. The water tank Maria Isabel had did not hold enough water to last throughout the day. Certainly not enough to shower, clean, and cook for 5 girls. A larger water tank was needed.
And we got the new tank now. The other project that we have to do now is get it over to the other side of this house.
There you go. Thank you.
Success.
Mucho agua.
As much as this particular group gave to these children, only one gift made everything else they gave pale in comparison: love. No doubt they will enjoy their new clothes, shoes, and books, and no doubt they will enjoy longer-lasting water. But the one thing they wanted and needed more than anything else was just to be hugged and told they are worth something, that they mattered to someone. And sometimes the best way to express that is with a birthday party, especially when you've never had one.
This is the very first time she's ever celebrated her birthday. This is the first time anybody has ever done this for her.
It was Maylene's birthday, it's been Jennifer's birthday, and Maria Isabel had a birthday, and the other girls don't know when their birthdays are, so we're just kind of celebrating everybody all at once.
Now in a safe home, with clean clothes, food and water, and an education, the girls at Casa CRI are breaking the cycle of life that plagues many children in this part of the world. But this journey won't be easy, and it doesn't come without a cost.
CRI Ministries is basically funded through donations of those that care enough about other people in this world to want to give. Without that heart to give, I think that the ministry could not survive.
CRI Ministry here in Nicaragua is a blessing to these young little girls that are out on the street with that they don't see any hope, they don't see any future for them. But in CRI Ministry, there is hope and there is a future for them.
I know there's poverty all over the world, and God addresses that in His own way. He has people that He sets apart. Well, God just happened to set us apart for the people in Nicaragua. Our ultimate goal is to get all the kids off the street.
Don't throw these people away because they're as human as you are and as I am. If God has given you a chance to live a good life, why not give them a chance to live a life and give them that hope that God has given us?
If we don't help them, nobody else is going to. And I think with people's help and people's love, passion for the kids all over the world, not just Nicaragua, but just passion in general, I think we can make a difference in their lives, one child at a time.